Kanye West says that he's going to run for president. So that's a thing. How's it going? I'm your host, Talking Face, and this could be news brought to you by Royal Family Studios. This week has been like every other week in 2020. Crazy. Nick Cannon was recently fired from Viacom, and his show Wild 'N Out was pulled from MTV because he said some anti-Semitic, anti-white things. But it was to uplift the blacks. You know, nothing serious, just that white people don't have souls, and that black people are the real Jews, and they need melanin. Normal, everyday, run-of-the-mill stuff. It's not unheard of. Actually, he wasn't even fired for the anti-white stuff. He was actually just fired for saying the anti-Semitic comments. Then we have in Detroit, where protests are breaking out because of the death of HAKIM Littleton. HAKIM Littleton was a black man who was shot by a white officer. So I shouldn't have to give you any more details. We already know white officer always shoots black man. No, I think I'm going to give you details on this. HAKIM Littleton was shot because officers were coming to arrest his friend who was wanted in an investigation of a triple homicide. And HAKIM Littleton decided to do this. If you didn't see it, while his friend was getting arrested, he pulled out a gun and shot at the officer, but he missed. And then after that, he was shot in the back because he was trying to run away. But Black Lives Matter, the people of Detroit, and his brother don't really care about the evidence.
James Craig needs to tell the truth.
HAKIM Littleton's older brother, Rashad Littleton Schaefer, speaking out against what he calls a crime before a group of protesters organized by Detroit Will Breathe.
I want justice.
Even despite the video evidence, Rashad is refusing to believe how the incident played out. Many protesters by his side took to the streets to voice their opinions on major roadways like Livernois and Outer Drive, along with several residential streets as well.
I want Chief James Craig to stop lying because he's not making sense. And with the cop, he said, "Good job, Ford." That's not a good job in the city of Detroit.
And you know what's kind of sad about this whole situation? They're not even paying attention to the fact that his friend that was getting arrested probably did kill 3 individuals, and they were black. But I forgot, Don Lemon says that Black Lives Matter isn't about black-on-black crime. It's about white officers who are killing black unarmed men, even though this man was armed and he tried to shoot the officer. Black Lives Matter is a joke. It is a political structure just here to tear down capitalism and what we have here. But people get mad when people say all lives matter. Like the white lady who was shot for saying all lives matter. Because it's not about all lives, it's about black lives. But why isn't it about all black lives? Why isn't anyone protesting about the kids who are being killed in these riots and in these areas where they defunded the police? Nobody is talking about the little boy who was killed in New York. He was only 1 year old. About to be 2.
You took my son's life. I can't get that back. I can't hold him no more. I can't hear him calling me daddy no more. I can't kiss him no more. I can't play with him no more. I can't do nothing with him no more. Like, I gotta put my son in the ground now. And he's only 1. His birthday 2 months. In 2 months, he didn't live to see 2. Like, he didn't live life. And it's like I wanted to get him out this violence before something like this happened.
But you would still have politicians who would use this moment not to talk about the murders because people are dying or the violent crimes. They only want to talk about the looting, believing that people are looting because they're poor. Even though during the riots, these people ran in Foot Locker and in jewelry stores and designer clothing stores. Like, listen to what AOC had to say.
So why is this uptick in crime happening? Well, let's think about it. Do we think this has to do with the fact that there's record unemployment in the United States right now? The fact that people are at a level of economic desperation that we have not seen since the Great Recession? Maybe this has to do with the fact that people aren't paying their rent and are scared to pay their rent. And so they go out and they need to feed their child and they don't have money. So you maybe have to, they're put in a position where they feel like they either need to shoplift some bread or go hungry that night.
She clearly doesn't know what's going on. And people are unemployed and out of work because of the simple fact that China let loose this virus on the world, and every political figure and scientist, everyone who worked for government, decided to shut down the whole country. And it's still Trump's fault for some reason, even though he's the one who's trying to tell people to go back to work. And they're so dishonest about it. It just makes me sick. It's really hard to watch the news and watch these people get on the news and lie. Like Governor Andrew Cuomo. He got on the news and did nothing but project.
Someone is clearly lying to the American people. And people are dying because of it. Trump's COVID scandal makes what Nixon did at Watergate look innocent. Nobody died in the Watergate scandal. Thousands of people are going to die in this COVID scandal. And that is all the difference in the world.
How do y'all sit there and let this man lie to you like this? He still has an 80% approval rating as governor of New York, even though his state saw the most deaths, and he reacted horribly to this whole situation, him and the people under him. They were still telling people to go to Chinatown. They was telling people to go down to see a movie. He didn't clean the subways. He let COVID positive people go into nursing homes. Do you know how many people died in those nursing homes? But yet, it's still Trump's fault and the administration. I don't get it. He's the one who wanted to shut down travel from China, and everybody called him xenophobic, including the man who's running against him, Joe Biden. Like, please, someone, get in the comments and give me some type of understanding for what's going on. From Black Lives Matter and their Marxist movement to this whole coronavirus. I just don't get it anymore. I just want y'all to stay safe, stay prayed up. I'm your host, Talking Face. This could be news. Peace. I mean, they was even mad at Donald Trump for wearing a mask in public. But he's Trump. He can't do anything right.